I want to talk to you about shuffling cards, right? Don't read ahead, because I don't want to spoil this for you. So, standard deck of cards, right? 52 things.
Is this going to be mathematics? Do I need paper?
No, it's really...
Okay.
I mean, the mathematics is... You'll see why you don't in a sec.
Okay.
If you've got a deck of cards, right? How many times do you... If you shuffle it, and then what do you think the odds are that in your entire lifetime, you've shuffled them into the same order?
Impossible.
Okay, cool. What do you think the chances are of a blackjack dealer doing it?
Impossible.
Well, it's not impossible.
Like it's possible, but it's as far as odds are concerned, I would say this is impossible. Like you couldn't bet on this. Like it's like a 500 million to 1 or something.
Okay, 500 million to 1. Okay. So 500 million to 1, rough estimate. Just
rough,
off the top
completely
of
off the top of the head, yeah.
So that's... Okay, so fair enough. Yeah, you're never going to be able to shuffle that many cards.
No.
What about every blackjack dealer everywhere having done it?
Well, I'm just trying to think, because it's what would it be? It'd be on each card you have 52 times that particular combination, and then for each times so it's 52 to the power of 52.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like that's
a really big
that's
number.
a lot of numbers.
So it's obviously not impossible, but the chances of the same shuffle happening anywhere, anytime in the history of time is basically zero, because it's that number 52 factorially, 52 times 50 to the power of, all the way down. It's enormously large. Open up that link there, because there's the Now I Know. Is that... there was also on Reddit. Maybe the Reddit one's better. I'll just tell you the Reddit one, because for some reason I didn't put a link in, because apparently I'm super lazy. But basically 52 factorially is the equivalent of 8 times 10 to the power of 67. So 67 zeros follow.
Okay. Wow.
So the odds of winning. And basically someone from Reddit is like, it's really hard to comprehend how big that number is. So if you wanted to say every shuffle is 1 second, right? So you have to work out how long it would take to get, shuffling the deck of cards, how long it would take to repeat.
Okay.
This is how long. Every second, shuffling a deck of cards. Stand on the equator, and you take 1 step forward for every billion years that goes by. And bear in mind, the universe is, 15 billion years old?
That can't be right, really?
Wait, we're not even halfway there
Jesus.
yet. So when you've circled the Earth once, you've taken a step forward every billion years. When you've circled the Earth once, take a drop of water from the Pacific Ocean and keep going.
Okay.
So you then again, every billion years, take a step forward all the way around the Earth, 1 drop of water from the Pacific Ocean, and keep on going.
Righty.
When the Pacific Ocean is dry, lay a piece of paper down on the floor, refill the Pacific Ocean, and carry on. Every billion years, taking 1 step all the way around the world, 1 drop out of the Pacific Ocean. And again, when the Pacific Ocean is dry, another sheet of paper goes down.
But the Pacific Ocean is huge.
Yes, it is. Drops. And a billion years is already an incomprehensibly long period of time, by the way. And that's just when we take the 1 step forward before we go all the way around the Earth and take 1 drop from the ocean and lay a piece of paper down. You know how long it's going to take? How long that stack of paper has to get?
No.
All the way to the sun.
To the sun.
Yes.
Not to the surface, to the sun.
What do you mean?
What the paper, the paper. So how
that stack of paper that you've laid down on the ground here has to reach the sun.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty intense, right? And then
that's a lot.
The 3 leftmost digits won't have moved at all. You'd still have basically almost the same amount of time
again
to go. No, you'd have to do it 1,000 more times. That whole process, and you'd be a third of the way through that time.
Oh, that's a big number, isn't it?
So the idea of shuffling the same deck of cards is vanishingly small.
I was a bit off with my 500 million to 1, wasn't I?
It's just so... I just found this so interesting, because it's kind of one of those things where you're like, well, there's only 52 of them, right?
No.
And it's like, oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think you think that until you actually think about it, and then you think about all the different possibilities. So like you've got the card on the top, and then each card under that could be
anything else. 1 of 52.
Else, yeah.
Did you like that example? Because there's someone else on Reddit gave another one.
Yeah.
I find this so fascinating.
Go for it. Do it.
Shuffle a deck. So how to get to that same number of possibilities again. Shuffle a deck of cards. Deal yourself 5 cards every billion years. So like taking the step forward. Each time you get a royal flush, which is I've never seen a royal flush in all the years of playing poker. Buy a lottery ticket. Each time the lottery ticket wins the jackpot, throw a grain of sand in the Grand Canyon. When the Grand Canyon is full, take 1 ounce off Mount Everest, empty the Grand Canyon, and carry on. When Everest has been leveled, check the timer. You'd have to do it 256 more times.
I want to know who calculated this. Like, I feel like they're just taking ridiculous examples.
Well, of course, but it's easy because you work out the number.
It's like pluck a hair out of the first cow you see, and then
it's easy because then you work out how many hairs that are on the average cow, which I'm sure is something you can Google, and then you just times that by the other numbers, and then you quickly get to 50 because you're just adding the zeros on. You just got to get to the 67 zeros.
And eat through a pack of olives. When you get the accidental olive that they've left the pip in, then
I don't think that would be... that would work, but that's far too likely. Like, that's happened to me. None of these other events have ever happened.
True.
I mean, maybe I could take an ounce of rock off Mount Everest, but...
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That would be so bad. So it's also another example
haven't got that at home.
Would be 52 factorially is about the number of atoms in the universe.
Wow. Okay.
So it's just so huge. That's the chances.